Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
So, William.
Yeah.
Hey, so do you want to go back and continue your rant about the U.S. withdrawal of Afghanistan from 2 weeks ago?
What the fuck? Oh,
I mean, you were really passionate about that subject 2 weeks ago when you were here recording with me.
Yeah, that was me from before, but Austin, you have to realize that is not really me, okay?
Has your opinion changed about the U.S. withdrawal?
No, okay, you know what? That's just political me, okay? And we're not bringing political me back into this, okay?
Oh, okay, but don't you want to... Okay, but what about your hero? As I quoted from you, here I have in paper, because he told me to write it down and to quote you. Hey, that Jeffrey Epstein is a fine fellow.
What?
I'm sorry, not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm sorry, not Jeffrey Epstein. That's what you said. Bill Cosby. There you go. That's what you said. That's what you told me 2 weeks ago.
I am gonna murder a bitch in the next recording. Okay, that's what I'm gonna fucking do. Anyway, let's talk about this episode, right? Yeah, okay. This bit's over. We're not doing it anymore.
Well, what episode, William? Do you mean an episode of our weekly unnamed discussion series about Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger? A weekly discussion series where I, Austin, a person with years of knowledge about tokusatsu and Super Sentai, joined by my friend William. That too, a person who idolized Bill Cosby as we talk about the latest Super Sentai season, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Hey, look at episode 26, The Remodeled Prince and the Dark Surgeon.
Oh, they call it The Remodeled Prince, huh? Okay. Alright, so I guess if anything, we go from the beginning, right? Fucking...
Yeah. Hey, stuff happens this episode.
Oh, yeah, actually, plot stuff happens now.
Yeah, it's like they remember, so that's the thing about this season, right? There's no plot, right? Yeah, I mean, there's a plot, but it's taken very loosely, like, it doesn't matter.
It feels a lot like, I mean, yeah, I get what you mean, because, like a lot of, like, at this point, I'm just gonna call it, like, part one, if only because that recap episode just clearly serves as kind of the halfway mark at this point. And so, like, in part one, it's a lot of just, like, monster of the week type of shit. But now we're moving, it seems, into more, I'm hoping more plot stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, if it's been a while, and I know last week was a recap or whatever, so who gives a shit, really?
Yeah, that's right.
But, like, fucking...
so that's the thing. Right, so this is what I read, apparently, according to what I read. So you know how notice all the plot in this show is based on Stacy?
Yeah.
Right? Right, for some reason, and not like Kaito or Zox or any of the Kikanoids who maybe we can help one of them go to an AA meeting or report them to a local police department. Right? So this is what I read, but I haven't double checked it, so I could be wrong, I could be right. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
So apparently the reason why that there's all this Stacy plot, right, is because Stacy was added last minute into production.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because apparently the actor who plays Stacy, right? Right? He originally auditioned for Kaito's role, right? Of Zenkaiger, right?
Oh, okay.
Right? But he didn't get the role, obviously. It went to whoever's playing Kaito. Whoever's playing Kaito's name. I don't remember the actor's name, alright?
Yeah.
But apparently from what I read, according to what I read, that the staff, the club is like, boy, we really like this actor. We're just gonna write a role for him within the show.
Oh, wow. That sounds like, what's the fucking thing called? It was that kind of thing they did in Korra with Asami, I think it was. Like, they, I believe they liked the voice actress so much that they actually kept Asami in as a good guy rather than having her turn as the bad guy at the end of season 1. No, yeah, that's a legit thing. And
that explains so much about Korra.
Yeah.
The production of Korra.
Yeah. And so it feels like something similar, so... I don't know if that's a good or bad sign, depending on how you feel about Korra.
Yeah, so that is why. So now that fact was brought up, it makes a lot more sense within the series context about how, as you know, there's no plot this season. There was like no major. I mean, like there's a plot, but it's so fucking. It's
they're dropping inklings rather than really having us go delve into it.
Really, like there's no urgency going on within the main show.
Yeah.
Right? And like the only character who's moving forward with the plot, who's causing the plot to move is Stacy. It was they wrote all the plot to Stacy's character, apparently. Like without Stacy, this show, would have just been we shit post every day, every week as a series, right? Like this show would have been so not serialized, sitcom-y, I think would be the better term, right?
Yeah, it would have been it still kind of is, but it's still a very comedic take on a Sentai series,
right? Because there's no status quo change happening within the show. Like there's no within like a serial, like within like a serialization of like something like Doctor Who, Breaking Bad, even Game of Thrones, right? Like there's a series like you like those are shows where you literally cannot watch episodes out of order, right? To be like right, and then expect to know the plot. But with Zenkaiger right now, right? The show is so sitcom-y in the way that feels that you can literally watch any episode. Pretty much any episode out of order, and you would still understand the context of this series, right?
Yeah. So it makes a lot of sense now, you know, but it feels like they're actually getting it down right now, you know, like the plot and everything. Because the thing is, we did get a lot of plot in like episode 23, right?
Yeah.
And then you get the beach episode or whatever. Then 25 is the recap. Then we get this episode, which is actually kind of moving forward with the plot and everything, at least with terms of character interactions between like Kaito and like Stacy, right?
Yeah.
And it's again kind of like while Kaito did defeat him last time, he's still kind of like, oh, I kind of don't want to be like I still don't want to like kill him. I don't know what they would really call it in the Sentai, considering the state of the Sentai these days. But it definitely feels like we're starting to really move forward with a plot, especially with like
like we're actually making. It's like all of a sudden they remember. Hey, what are we doing with this character that we wrote in at the last minute? What's the plot line of this?
Okay, so like
is Walter White actually gonna die?
Oh my god!
What happens to the mother at the end of How I Met Your Mother? And we're gonna ignore the fact that we filmed the ending scene 10 years ago. Boy, I still hate
is that really a thing?
Yeah, so okay, off-topic tangent, Jesus fuck. But it relates to this, because it's more within production side. So within the storytelling of How I Met Your Mother, so you know how the series opened up with that storytelling with an older Ted?
Yeah.
All that was filmed within a year, and then they never, right? Because they couldn't film it, for some reason, they filmed all of it, like they filmed the entire conversation with the kid within the first year.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah. Because if you actually pay attention, like the kids don't age in every episode when he tells the story because they film all that at once, right? So they filmed but the problem is they did it right because it was only within the first season, right? And when you do production, you don't know how far you're gonna get ahead. So they filmed all those conversations with the kids literally at the beginning, and then I think the show ran for like 5-7 years or some shit.
Yeah, it was a long time, dude.
Yeah, like they ran for a long time. By that point, I don't know. Instead of just having the character age every year as he tells the story, they'll like decide like, oh no, he's telling the story all at once or some shit, right? That's why that show had such a bad ending and everyone hated it because they filmed all that stuff within a year at the start of production, and then by the time they reached the end, it's like, hey, remember those footage we filmed with those kids? Oh yeah. Hey, what are we gonna do for that?
Now you see, I see that makes sense. But it's also
because if you ever actually watch How I Met and notice the kids, they're literally the same age throughout the entire 9-year run. Because all those talking to the kids was recorded all at once.
Yeah.
And they had to write the series around the footage that they filmed because they fucked themselves over. Instead of doing a natural storytelling season where you just have the kids be different every season. No, they filmed all that storytelling with older Ted all within a year. Or at least within the first 2 years of production.
So, but it definitely feels like at least for the
first. But don't worry, JC is Jesus. JC is Jesus. He is reborn this episode in the white robe and everything.
Oh my god, it's not even a white robe. It's a purple robe. It's a purple skirt?
I don't know. He starts off in a white robe.
It was something like that.
He starts off in a white robe.
I forgot the beginning.
It's the birth of Jesus. After 3 days, he was rebuilt. And he was given rocket launchers.
Wait, hold on.
That is the
episode 24, 25. Well, technically, I guess that's true. It was 3 episodes. It's 3 episodes, so I guess 3 days, right?
In 3 episodes, he will be reborn with rocket launchers.
Oh my god.
That is the story of Jesus Christ.
So that's how he got it. That's how he opened the door. He just blew it up. That's what he fucking did. Oh my god. Anyway, but yeah, it definitely feels like first half, while they're shitposting, it feels like they were writing all the story for the second half. That's how I'm starting to see it. We'll see how well the story goes in the meantime. But I did, but also, no, go ahead.
Yeah. I also want to bring up something that you brought up a few episodes ago when you were actually here, right?
Yeah.
About the opening. They do change the intro. You were actually right. They do change the intro. Not the clip of within the episode in the intro, but the clip of him in the shop. They actually do change.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
Yeah. So remember we were telling me how I think it was 3 episodes ago. There was the clip of Kaito being alone in the candy shop. And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, it's probably been there. Right, but I think it was last week episode when they aired it. No, it was different. They actually do change him in the shop, in the candy store with the Kikai. That's actually changed. I don't know what that means or what the inclusion of that is because I noticed it last week when I rewatched the episode when me and Tariq were discussing the time travel episodes because during that section when they showed the candy shop it just shows different timeline of all of them smushed together on one screen of all the timelines of them being in the candy shop.
Oh, okay. Oh shit.
Yeah, so the scene of them in the candy shop actually do change within the series for some reason. I still don't understand the context of it. It's really fucking weird. That's just a small minimal change.
I wonder if that's just gonna be a thing that's gonna be explained later at the end of the end of the series. If I wonder if it relates to the ending in some way. I don't know because it's everything else is kind of standard, but feels like for that for the candy shop, it feels so specific. You have to wonder why.
Yeah, because we know it's the base of operation for the characters and everything.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just so fucking weird. I was just changing how so I understand the candy shop is important, but I was it's really weird how they actually focus that hard on the candy shop.
Yeah, I know. It's actually that's food for thought for later. Okay, that's what I want to say. Yeah. But anyway.
So Kaito has a job apparently, Jesus Christ. So unlike the other 4 Kikanoids who literally bums around all day long, Kaito can earn money for himself.
No, I legit when I saw him actually delivering I don't know if he delivers candy or food or whatever. I still don't know.
It's probably candy because
is it candy?
Yeah, it's candy because we see him stalking the shelf. It's 100% candy because it's candy from the candy shop.
Right, because I just remembered that he works for his grandmother in the candy shop. I just remember that because I remember when I believe when Zox comes in. I believe he I don't know if it was when Zox came in, but it was sometime around then or earlier. Kaito said, oh no, I remember he took some candy or whatever to trade with a robot in episode 1, I believe, and he's oh, just take it out of my paycheck. He said it to his grandmother. I remember that specifically. I remember that.
Interesting.
Yeah, but anyway, that's a whatever thing.
That's good. That's good paying attention. See, this is how we pay attention to elements within the show.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, so I guess fucking Stacy decided to catch him on the fucking delivery route.
Yeah.
And then Kaito's all fucking excited as shit, right? Because I guess oh yeah, you're alive, woo! And then Stacy's like, nah, man, we gotta kill each other. He's like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, remember we remember despite what the internet is saying about our relationship, we hate each other.
Look, they're gonna hate fuck later, okay? Trust me. Anyway. But yeah, I think. Is the only changes that he got was the rocket launcher and the shield?
I believe so, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, it's just the shield and the I believe it's just the. I'm not because I don't remember if all those red bits, those spiky red bits, were there before or not.
I don't know if they were. I feel like they may have been added in just to give it a little more flair to his suit, which I could see, but makes me wonder why he doesn't use the rocket launchers in the beginning. But whatever. But yeah, they have an argument over oh, but I already beat you. It's yeah, and I'm gonna keep trying to beat you. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
You know, fucking Kaito.
Look, just because I lost doesn't mean I lose, alright?
Just because I lost doesn't mean you won. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, the war isn't over.
Mm-hmm.
The war isn't over until you withdraw from the country.
Yeah, Jesus fuck. But fucking yeah, he fucking like they're all fighting, you know. He's like, "Oh yeah, I've been reborn." Again, he's just telling everyone that he's Jesus. Mm-hmm. And then like in the middle of the fight, because like Kaito's just kind of reluctant to kind of beat Stacy again or like to really harm him in any way. He's about to take a fucking shot to the head until everybody else comes in to save his ass. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, they're all like, "Oh, it's Stacy. What is he doing here?" He's like, "Oh, why? I thought we beat him already, right?" And then he just fucks off after he shoots some bullets at them and just.
And I was like, "Oh, look at me! I have rocket launchers now. Check out me and my cool rocket launchers."
Yeah. Meanwhile, Zox is just kind of hiding around the corner, just like.
I mean, this is a Zox problem. Zox doesn't have a hate sex relationship with Kaito.
It's a three-way, okay? It's a three-way. They're all it's a three-way love triangle is what I mean to say, okay? They're all vying for Kaito's attention, okay? It's about to turn into the gayest harem you've ever seen. Well, maybe. Actually, no. I'm not gonna tell. If it goes the way no, I'm not gonna go there. Okay.
Oh, you can go whatever way you want.
It's just like I'm thinking about like fucking what do you call it? The quintupus anime, if you remember that shit.
Oh yeah. The polygamy anime. I know. Yeah, I'm hip to that anime. Me and my friends have arguments about that anime. Even though it doesn't matter because best girl won. All right. Yotsuba wins in the end. She is best girl.
I hate that shit. No, but anyway.
Shut the fuck up! Don't hate on Yotsuba. She is the best girl winning the series.
I literally gave up halfway through with her. It's so stupid. Like everyone else has so much more development. And someone just comes out of nowhere.
I feel like we already had this conversation within this fucking run.
I don't know if it was within like fucking Zenkaiger. It feels like a Kid on Major conversation.
Hold on, let me see. Yotsuba. Oh no, it was in Kamen Rider Saber. If you Google Yotsuba within our channel, the title for one of the episodes was Yotsuba Best Girl. Hey, shout out to Kamen Rider Saber, episode 34 review.
Oh my god. Oh god, I wish I was there for the rant. I wish I was there. But
no, you were there. You're in this episode.
No. I meant for the finale shit, dude. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Hey, you can save it for later.
I meant but also I had to watch the epilogue at some point. Anyway, fucking where was I? Because I was saying if it's gonna like I swear to God, if it's like Stacy and like fucking like this is pure fluff or whatever at this point, but Stacy and like Zox, if they're like in Nino or Miku, right? And then it turns out it turns out best girl's like Setchan or whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. That's how it's gonna feel to me. Okay, that's how like this is how this show fails as a harem. Anyway, brain fart over. Fucking where were we? So yeah, they retreat, right? If I recall correctly, they retreat back to the candy shop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look. Just go to some place the villain will never find you. All right?
Yeah, your home. You know that he's been to several fucking times.
No, don't worry about it. Look, as long as they don't figure out you're safe.
Yeah. But you know they're all fucking eating food and shit.
Yeah. Look. That's the thing. Look, after a battle, you wanna get your energy back. All right? It makes sense. All right?
Yeah, but then you know. Fucking Kaito's like eating food, like, I got hurt. And like, oh yeah, there's a cut inside my mouth. It's like, oh, it must have been from the fucking fight. And then, you know, fucking Yatsude is like, is just wondering, he's like, oh, so what world did it that caused you so much trouble? Then everyone's like, oh, you know, they're all fucking panicking and shit. And then, they're like, oh, I wonder what world it is. And then Vroom is just like a fucking narc and just says, oh yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, we were all fighting Stacy, right, guys? Fucking conk him on the head. He deserves so much more for being a narc. Narcs don't last long in prison.
I'll tell you, I keep telling you within the show that the Kikinoids, except Jurad, are literally the worst characters within the show. Like if you think about it, within the show's progression, like Jurad is like the only real character. Because he actually does stuff that isn't a caricature.
Yeah, that's actually very much true because because like again, it's like that. You get those moments where Jiren is like talking to Kaito. It's not like in that kind of like the comedic banter that they always do, but it's more like it was like, oh, you know,
yeah, like he's there like a fodder surrogate character for Kaito and everything. Because it makes sense because he's the oldest one out of all the kingdoms, and the other three are little little characters that adds nothing of value to the show.
Honestly, but I mean, you get like fucking down, but even then, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I guess he's not racist anymore.
We go on our weekly Gowan rant, all right. Let's not continue our weekly Gowan rant, all right. Like we'll let Chris Hansen deal with it, all right. Look, don't bring up. Hey, look, let's disassociate ourselves from Gowan, so that when they air the FBI Most Wanted episodes, we can deny association, all right.
God.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking. I mean, no, wait, I almost forgot. There was also that bit right before the dinner scene. Fucking. What's his? Fuck. Stacy. Ichiru's like steals Stacy's thunder by claiming all the credit for like Stacy's fucking wins and shit. And then after the dinner scene, then he goes to he walks into Ichirure. All pissed off and shit because Ichiro is still Stacy's thunder. But then this is the moment where we get Stacy, where he sees Kaito's mom in the little cryostasis pod or whatever. I don't like. They call it I don't know, sleep chamber. I don't remember what they call it in here, right? And then you get like.
God, I like how he literally just hides it under the floor. Like it's not even like a specialized chamber. It's literally under the floor, which I couldn't help start laughing due to how stupid that is. Right? It's not like a specialized chamber room where you put this. Like, no, it's just straight up under the floor. Can you just imagine if you were like Mr. Freeze, right? And he kept his wife under the floor.
He just walks over her like, oh, I forgot you were there, hon, and then just walks off. Just like walks over his wife all the time. But also, I don't know why you would keep anybody under the floor, man. I mean,
I don't know why that would be like held like that. It's clear like you're in a big building. Do you not have enough room to have like a cryo sleep chamber?
Here's my problem, though, right? You know the main big bad, the Boku House or whatever the fuck? He constantly smashes his fist into the floor, right? Like, it's causing... everyone starts shaking, right? I'm surprised, like the cryopod didn't, like, break or something during one of those
that makes it even worse. You're right, now that you point out. Because it's obviously shaking the entire building that they're in.
Yeah, I know. And,
that's even worse.
It's not even like a light tap. Like he bangs down into everyone flies. Yeah,
he literally slams his fist on the table.
Yeah,
and the entire building shakes, and you could clearly tell everyone's reacting to it.
Yeah, especially because they fly up 12 feet in the air. Like that's some strength behind the fucking like fist, man. Like,
look, this is a badly designed building. I want to speak to the building manager, the project lead, alright? I want to see the blueprints for this, alright? Yeah, where are the blueprints for the Toji Tendo building, alright? I need to know the blueprints so I can plan a day to come visit, alright?
But yeah,
you're not insurrectionist type of visit, alright? A regular visit, alright?
Anyway.
I'm gonna go there with the insurance company and we're gonna deal with this, alright? The insurance company needs to be notified of this building. This building is unironically a hazard to be in.
Well, I mean, I'd like to see how that meeting would go when he just.
Look, William. Look. You might be a notorious gang leader, right? But you still don't fuck with the government, all right? The IRS is a powerful force, all right?
Yeah, but it's.
I told you many this time. There is one. I fear. I told you this many times. I do not fuck with the IRS, all right? I report my taxes every year, okay?
Oh my God.
Tax evasion is something I would never do.
Jesus, man. Fucking yeah, but
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So Ichirure then Stacy's like, I'm gonna. Good thing this is a simple password for me to figure out, and everything.
I mean, it's not even much of a password. He just taps on the little thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyway, like So he finds out about like Kaito's mom, right? Then they go to the Then we cut to a scene in the park where Kaito and Zero proving to be more than like to be more than a caricature is like having a talk with Kaito about like what happened about Kaito holding back and everything, and then Zox comes in and saying, "Oh, Kaito wouldn't have lost if he didn't held back. So you should probably just kill him and never tell Yasude about this fucking shit."
Yeah, that's right. Look. Just commit murder. Don't tell anyone you commit murder. Yeah. Right.
Also, pretty dark. I didn't know they were gonna just straight up say stuff like that in like Zenkaiger.
Look. As long as a guy comes in and he's not wearing a wire, you could tell him anything. All right.
Yeah. Right? Sure. Yeah, but you know. What's that fucking line? You can three people can only hold it. Three people can hold a secret if two of them are dead. All right. Also, but then we get like fucking Stacy like on top of a building of all things, right? And he just I don't know if he heard the conversation. I don't know if he indicates that. But then this is when we get the new Zord, right? Which is I'm starting to see what you mean about recolors and stuff too.
But here's the thing: this actually works. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look cool. Well, then again, unlike the other Rangers, this is simplified. It only has 3 color tones, right? Purple, black, and gold accent. Oh well, I guess white. Well, and white.
I mean, silver's kind of like. It's kind of minor, honestly. It's because it's a mech to begin with, so it makes sense. But the main colors that are supposed to pop out at you are the black and purple and gold, really. And gold is not really there too. It's just kind of accents.
Yeah, this shit looks good.
Yeah, it does look good. But I started to see what you mean about the recolors every so often.
Yeah. But again, this was like goals with my fucking problem. Why is it just a fucking recolor when it could have been another fucking original design?
Well, it's cheaper.
I mean, I have no problem with recolors. Like, here's the thing: I have no problem with recolors, right? Recolor is fine and everything, but I feel like you only resort to recolor if you're really starting to run out of ideas, right?
Oh, like by the
end. Because I want to remind you, there are 44 prior Super Sentai seasons within this show, and we only technically have. Okay, hold on. Let's see: Juran, Gallon, Majin, Vroom, the two brothers, and the dragon and Q-Rex. We only have 8 Megazords based on 8 seasons, alright? So technically speaking, we still have 36 more seasons that we could have explored, alright? So this color repaint isn't bad, right? It looks good. Because it's simplistic, it's two color tones, so that makes it objectively way better than the weird mishmash that the main cast uses, right? But I feel like they could have done something else. If anything.
Well, whatever makes the most money with the least amount of effort,
Yeah. Like this is like, I really wish like this would have been like 2 different seasons, right? Like it should have been 2 Zords based on different season, like that we haven't explored. Right? Cause here's the thing: there actually has been a purple. I think there's been 2 purple color based Ranger within Sentai now, I believe. Right? So there's a lot of options, right? And here's the thing: there's been 4 fucking dinosaur seasons, all right. There's been 4. They could have just made a different dinosaur.
I'm just kind of surprised they didn't reintroduce like anniversary editions of like previous season mechs, right? Like which is something they could have possibly have done. Like they could have had it so like maybe they use a different Zord every single fucking like battle or whatever, right? And then it's maybe a recolor, maybe something's added because it's like Zenkaiger. I'm surprised they haven't done anything like that yet. But anyway, talks about mechs aside, right?
Yeah. So we got a cool new mecha. This thing looks cool. The black Juran Gallon looks shit. That shit looks good. I dig this. All right, yeah. So anyway, then the other Kikanoi show up and they're like, all right, we gotta fight Stacy now. But then Stacy does his gear, and what's this? He summons the Rangers, but there's something special about them.
Yeah, they're like the super powered fucking.
Yeah, it's like he can summon the power up form of them.
Yeah,
which is cool. That's neat.
Yeah, it is.
But once again, Secha does the worst fucking job of explaining shit.
I mean, he just says, "Oh yeah, this is their name. That's it." Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like gives me no information. God damn it.
Yeah, once again, it goes through how bad he does his stupid job of supposed to being a character surrogate for us, right? For us to like, cause so here's the thing: saying the name means absolutely nothing if right? If you don't know who they are, like he literally could have called them like, it's Andrew Cuomo and Rudy Giuliani. That would have been just, and I would have just have had as much context as like Super Dulce Red and Abare Red Max, right?
You're out of line, but you're technically correct, and I don't like it.
No, look. I'm just like what's his name in the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh my god, freaking Zemo, fuck you. Anyway, fucking.
It's just like that meme. He's out of line, but he's correct.
I shouldn't have said it.
Hey, look,
anyway.
MCU.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we get it. MCU. But that's it. I'm sick of the MCU, okay? Got saturation everywhere of MCU. But fucking, yeah, they're fighting in the river, I believe, right?
Yeah, they fight in a river. And everything.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's this river fight's fine.
It feels very limited in how they're fighting, though, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like it's like was that a deep river, right? Because this is like an actual. Well, I wouldn't call this man-made river.
Yeah.
But this is like an inner city river, right? Mm-hmm. It's not like a river like the middle of the forest where they normally film. Because we had fight scenes in the river before, but in Sentai, I think you've seen some of them as well.
Yeah, I've seen some of them too. But I'm just saying, like, I've just kind of noticed that when they're in the river, they're like that. The choreography is kind of lacking, to be honest. Like, but I get it because like they're in an inner city river, right? It's kind of hard to find in water in general. But you don't want that syphilis water on you. Oh my god. Yeah, you don't want the syphilis. The syphilis is bad. But but I guess like in here, Kaito kind of resolves himself once he starts thinking about his parents, right? Like about his like how he has his own goal and shit.
Yeah, he remembers he has parents.
He remembers like, oh yeah, I'm integral to the plot, and then he starts donning the plot armor, aka the Zenkaiger gear, right? And then I guess he kind of resolves himself like, hey guys, I need you to help me too. I hope you'll help me on this journey.
Yeah.
And then everyone kind of like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. And then they do all these special strikes on the evil Red Ranger characters, and their names pop up and stuff. And then they're like, oh yeah, now we're doing the team up thing. We're motivated. Let's go. And then we go to more important plot stuff, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Then the mom wakes up, and this is the funniest fucking thing. She wakes up in the outfit she disappears in, which is the funniest fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
It's the fact that she wakes up in the outfit that she disappears in, right? Right? Because usually in these type of scenarios, right, if you get kidnapped, they'll put you in like some weird generic what's the word? Lab robe?
Like a patient's robe or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or some stupid generic capture outfit. But it's just funny how they kept her in the clothes she's been wearing for like the last 10 years. I didn't thought of my I was like, did you realize this is because it's actually more of a cumbersome for her to be wearing her original clothes than giving her like some generic like hospital gown, right, to keep her in prison, right? It's just like the funniest thing.
I'm just more surprised at the fact that the Kikai Noids have like enough knowledge on human anatomy or biology to not have killed her in cryo sleep. Honestly, that's what surprises me the most.
Look, they're taking over a lot of worlds. They'll figure it out at some point, all right?
Yeah, but okay, well, no, that's technically true. Anyway. Well, we kind of like, oh yeah, she fucking is like trying to find her husband like when she reaches the computer or whatever, right? Well, also easiest computer to hack into, I believe, right? Because
once again, it proves how inefficient the goddamn. It's amazing the fact that the Tochi Tendo has somehow managed to capture this many goddamn planet. Right? Yeah,
but then again, they were just doing cheat easy mode. But fucking, I guess Ichiruda comes in, right, and it's like, oh, you're awake, and then he just like. I'm surprised at the fact that she tried punching him or something, which is
look, you can solve any of your problems with violence, all right?
Yeah, but violence against a robot when compared to a human fist, not gonna work out too well.
No, yeah, you're right. Look, but if the European Empire has taught me anything, you can solve your problems by shooting first and spreading disease and asking questions later. All right.
Well, that or just having the doctor trip on some of his own shit, right?
Yeah, it's the funniest thing.
God,
boy, he is so fucking top heavy.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised too. You think the bottom would be like real heavy, right? But no, apparently he's just really easy to topple over.
Yeah, like that. He honestly has a major design flaw. What an idiot!
I'm surprised he even got up. I half expected.
Yeah, so they use this week's gear. It's the Car Ranger. This is Car Ranger gear. So Gallon uses the Car Ranger gear, which once again, this is actually pretty fucking great. I love this. So within Car, right? So I like this. So for once, I actually like the Sentai gear and what happens, right?
Uh-huh.
So we see the Car Ranger spirit come out, right? And then they actually react to the upcoming missiles and runs away, right?
Uh-huh.
And you're thinking that's probably fucking stupid, but it makes sense because Car Ranger as a season was a comedy season, right? I think I told you this. This was in our special, our 45.
Yeah, you told me.
So Car Ranger was a season when I was all completely comedical in nature, where it did like somewhat like Zenkaiger, but it was actually as plot heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, because they break the fourth wall and everything in Car Ranger, right? So it's actually pretty funny how the Car Ranger Sentai gear reacts. I actually love this.
So this is one of the few times where it's like, oh yeah, this actually works.
Yeah, because it makes sense within in universe and in character for them for like these Car Ranger gears to do like that. But anyway, yeah, but then Gowon somewhat gains the power of the world though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, sort of, the missile. I mean, he's just kind of really fucking fast. I don't know. This is, I don't know. Maybe cars. I don't know. Racing cars. Yeah. Maybe they're fast.
Yeah.
Fucking. But yeah, you know.
Look, he is speed for once. All right.
Oh, for once he is speed. Jesus. Yes. Well, fucking. Yeah. You know what? I'm kind of. You know what? I'm surprised at. It's fucking Gallon and not Vroom. You think they use Vroom for it or something, right? But that makes sense because he's car, but for car mechanic they give it to Gallon. So, you know, who's the animal? Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make well no, okay, because here's the thing. So if I remember correctly, so I haven't seen Car Ranger, right? I know a little bit. One of the things I do know within the series, I believe the Yellow Ranger, Car Yellow, or Yellow Racer, I don't remember her character's name, but within the show, she was an actual mechanic. That's why.
Oh, so
I don't remember. I think the rest of the cast were they had car related activities, but they weren't car jobs, right? Like if I remember correctly, like the Red Ranger was like a racer or some shit or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Right, but if I remember correctly, within Car Ranger, right, like the Yellow Ranger was like an actual mechanic. That's why.
Okay.
Within the show, so this actually makes more sense. This is one of those more meta universal joke that you have to.
Okay.
Like if you watch this, you will understand more. Okay. Yeah. Once again, there was only a fucking bird whose job it was to explain to us how these goddamn gears work. And everything, it will be more helpful instead of forcing everyone to go to a stupid blog page to read about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why Gowon uses is the one that's dismantling the gear.
Yeah, well, that explanation actually helps alleviate some of my stuff. So at least you're doing better than the fucking bird, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, so where were we at?
Let's see, test driver. Let's see, car. Okay, so Red Ranger was a test driver. Blue Ranger was a car designer. Green Ranger was, I guess, a fan of cars. I guess that's it. I don't fucking know. Yellow Racer was a mechanic, and Pink was a secretary. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay.
But if I remember, so after that whole bit, right? I believe then you get like this random kick. Toshitendo grunt to come up to fucking Stacy, and then there's like, oh yeah,
he's like, hey, you're needed back at the office,
right? And then Stacy's
Governor Greg Abbott is about to sign a law, sign the law. You need to be there.
Oh god, but yeah, then it's like, he's like, oh yeah, we need you for a search of like the woman who escaped from like from Dr. Ijiudi's lab. She used a parallel world gate to escape and shit, right? And then Kaito kind of connects the dots real quick, right? And he's like, wait, are you talking about my mom? He's like, where is she? And then he gets all like he
remembers he has his mom.
Yeah, he remembers that he has to focus on the plot. But then Stacy's like, yeah, that's your mom. All right, I'm gone. I'm gonna look for her. Bye, right?
Yeah.
And then you get like
and then Zox is still getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, Zox is still getting his ass kicked by the dark Zhugaon.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name.
Yeah. But, and this does a better job of being a villain.
Honestly, yeah.
Because it actually fights smart. Like, it actually takes advantage of the fact that can split in half, right, to dodge attacks. And there was a scene earlier where we saw it split in half and starts biting the fuck out of Zox.
Yeah, and then it's just like, also it can make a portal and shit, and you can just redirect attacks at you, man. And it's just like, oh man, this thing is gonna be tough, right?
But then it runs away. It escapes.
Yeah. And then,
so basically the Ranger gets their ass kicked and everything.
Right.
Right, and Kaito's like, gotta go look for my mom now.
Yeah, and it basically kind of ends a lot on, like, Kaito just kind of running around looking for his mom until he reaches the bridge, and then he yells out for his mom. Like, and it kind of ends there, really.
Yeah.
So, not a lot's going... Well, I mean, sort of. This is more of a setup episode for what's going to happen in the next one.
Yeah, like, this is an actual plot-driven episode that isn't just shit-posting for these casts. Like, they're actually doing stuff. So, yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite episodes I have to see, because stuff actually happens, and we're like, hey, whenever we have a plot within the show, should probably get back in on that.
Yeah, and then it looks like definitely like next episode's we're gonna have a lot of fun with it because we're gonna.
Yeah, it looks like we're setting up for an arc, right? Because next episode involves 7 worlds, so I hope they take this to actual fruition and we get like a 7-episode. And I don't think we're gonna get a 7-episode arc because that's too much, and the Japanese youth are not gonna keep paying attention to 7-episode arc. So it looks like we're setting up an arc. I hope they just don't shit post in 7 worlds in 1 episode. I'll be really mad about that. I hope they actually take the time and I don't dedicate like at least like 3 episodes or some shit to this. I mean, right, 2 to 3 episodes.
From what I'm saying, we're gonna be visiting locales of worlds that we've already seen before as enemies. So, oh yeah, and they did free them, so that would make sense in terms of like them running through it. But how many do we have? Like we have like technically 25 worlds, right? I don't think they're gonna count all of them.
Yeah. No, I don't think they're gonna do that. But at least it's like so. Basically, now they're doing stuff now in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is really great. Like the show is finally like so. Even though this is still a comedy season and something, I still like the fact that they still remember like, hey, they're still taking time to be like, hey, look, here's the plot. Let's do something about it, right? So which is great.
Yeah, so it's definitely something to look forward to. But
So big fan of this episode.
Finally moving forward. All right, I think that's it, right?
All right, yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
All right. Stay tuned next week to hear William's opinion about Texas Governor Greg Abbott. All right.
Oh my God.
Coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Get your shots. Kate, thanks. Bye.